a blessed Tuesday to us. I'd like to pursue our reflection yesterday inasmuch as today we complete the so-called creation hymn in the book of Genesis, or for some people, the first account of creation. Yesterday we read from days 1, 2, 3, and 4. Today we are reading 5, 6, and 7. So to complete the whole week. And since there are 7 days, that is why we call it in English as week. But in Cebuano, we call it semana. Now, what is the meaning of semana in Cebuano? Semana actually is not Cebuano. Kapitan. Kapitan kay pituman. But the meaning of semana is 7. That comes from the Spanish. In Latin and Italian, it is settimana, sete. So there are 7 days. But in this context of the 7th day, or except the 7th day, today we have reached the pinnacle or the apex of God's creation. And that is the creation of man in his image and likeness. And if you listen carefully to the reading today, the first reading today, after man was created, it says there, while in the previous days it says, and God saw that everything was good, after he created man, it says, and God saw that everything was very good. Here, putting emphasis on the presence and the agency of human beings, of us, as being stewards of God's creation, that we can actually effect something even more in as much as God has planned for the rest of creation. We are agents. We are persons actually given charge of the world. That's why we are called stewards. But then as image and likeness of God, it is not only the stewardship that we're talking about. There is this so-called the cruciform, no? Ang forma sa krus. Because as image of God, image and likeness, we are the only ones who can relate with God. That is the vertical dimension. Man and God. And that is described as worship. But since we are also given the responsibility, especially the creation, the ecological dimension of our faith, it presents to us the horizontal dimension. Our relationship between brothers and sisters among all of us. So it is not only worship, it is also stewardship. And with that, we already see a very, very beautiful perspective of what Christianity is. The cross always stands as a very powerful image and symbol of what it means to be God's people and of what it means to be loved by God, because that is what we are. And so we also have to give back this love through prayer and worship, through the liturgical celebrations that we celebrate, and then to care for the earth and for each other as brothers and sisters. Amen.